Hello, good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Salesforce United community is back, and today we are going to discuss with you how Salesforce can integrate with Gmail or Outlook with the help of Einstein Activity Capture. This part will be dedicated to the configuration, and the second part of our tech talk will be dedicated to the development in Apex and limits, and we will make it in a fun form as a quiz. So, afterwards, you will have a chance to address all your questions, and we will respond to them at the end of the call. And also, the meeting will be recorded and published on Salesforce United YouTube channel. So, time to start, and I'm passing my words to the first speaker, Petr. The floor is yours.
Hello, colleagues. Hello, guys. Hello, all that can participate in our session today. Um, Let me start. I'm starting sharing my screen and I'm open a presentation. So our today topic is how to integrate Salesforce and Outlook and .gmail with our Einstein Activity Capture. Um, Couple words about me. My name is Petr and I'm working for EPAM near 5 years, and all these 5 years I'm working as a Salesforce developer, and now I'm in position of Salesforce developer, and I participated in various projects with various customer requirements backgrounds. So in couple of words, this is all. And our next slide, it's our agenda. I guess today I can cover all topics that describe it. And next, basically, how it works and what do we need this functionality in Salesforce. Einstein Activity Capture, um, this is an simpler way to integrate your uh, personal mail account with your Salesforce org without copy pasting any tasks, contacts data, and so on. It's available by default in person performance or unlimited Salesforce editions. Also, it included in the Sales Cloud Einstein inbox, engagement, revenue, and challenge license packs. And for all other types of works, we can assign for our users a standard Einstein activity capture permission set that already created in the org. Einstein Activity Capture can connect and sync with our Salesforce or Google Workspace account, Microsoft 365 um, account, and other versions of Microsoft Exchange Service. Next slide. What did exactly do? And for this, I'm by unusual way starting with shortly demo. A couple words about what instruments I should use in this demo. First of all, it's my Trailhead Salesforce org created especially for this. And second, this is in my personal Gmail account. It will be some like an external customer for our platform. And the second is an Outlook desktop application. I show you it a bit later. Uh, so let's start. First of all, as you know, we have an user on the Salesforce side, and for our user, we have an email address that created that created with our user, and for this case, I using a demo email, but my um, my goal is to highlight that this wired address is an address that connected with my user inside the Salesforce. And let's start our short demo. Um, uh, let's imagine that I'm a new customer that want to work with some org, and I'm writing a mail to this org. I'm creating a new mail, and for this strange address, I make an alias for it, like a Petr from Salesforce, and my subject, I want to buy your production. And hello, I want to buy 10,000 bucks of your canned fish, for example. Yes. Regards, John. And I'll send you an email, and magic is happening. And on our site, we I'm already map this my personal email with a contact named John Bond. Yep, we can look on it on this, and I guess, yep, magic is happening. And in activity timeline for our contact, we can see a newly sent pismo, newly sent mail, sorry. And we can reply to it insights from directly from our activity ribbon. So uh, I'm answered yes, sure. And let's waiting a couple of time. Yep. So we received an answer sent it directly from Salesforce timeline to our customer. And now a couple of words about our Outlook 365 desktop application. Basically, we send it throughout Outlook. In the Outlook, we have an mapped contact also, and it's synced with Salesforce automatically using AWS third-party service. I plan to talk a couple of words about it a bit further, and also we can open our inbox, and we can see that we have one income email, and I guess 1 cent. Yep, you can check it. And so in this way, our Salesforce was synced with our connected account. Uh, Next step in demo. Uh, I want from activity timeline, from Salesforce activity timeline, to create an event. To example, I want to create a call about our deal. deal. And I planning to schedule it to the tomorrow. It already connected with our contact because I created an event from timeline on the contact page, and I also can connect it with account, and I already pre-created an account named Canned Fish, and because I'm a creator, by default it assigned to me. Yep. Push the save button, and I guess an event was created. Let's check it on the calendar. Yep. Uh, sorry, I mistaken. A call for sure. Call. Uh-huh. Yep. And I can add an additional attendees for it from Salesforce contacts. Let's try to do this. And Frank, yes. And let's look on our Gmail. Uh, Nothing happened, but I guess it's because our sync need a couple of time for making an synchronization. But let's check our Outlook calendar. Yep, nice. Our Salesforce event records right now just created an event on the connected account calendar. Let's make some changes in this calendar and let invite someone external. Yes, for example, uh, some some customers that not created as an account as an contact on the Salesforce site. I'm still waiting that our attendees will be synced, but this is an uh, this is a problem of synchronization between three systems. It's an asynchronous and need a couple of time. And from our on our Salesforce, we check our calendar, and for Tuesday, still waiting. Let's then go into the other part of our presentation and check it a bit later. Uh, the main uh, the main schema, how it works basically. We have a connected account. In our case, it is an Office 365, but it also can be a Google um, account, and we have a Salesforce. What exactly happens if we create something in the connected account? It sends in the both directions, directly in the Salesforce servers and the AWS servers, um, and store it in the AWS database as well as the Salesforce database. Then, if we change something on the Salesforce side, it goes directly on the AWS and tries to find the map the data like in the mapped contacts, mapped events, and if our system found such mapping, it's just changing data on the our connected account. Um, so basically, it's also true for the other way. So in this schema, our AWS third party um, environment, it's a storage for mapped data only. Yes, it's stored data that already mapped between connected account and Salesforce, like in a junction object between contacts and Salesforce and Outlook, or same for events. Next, a couple word about admin setup. I have on the slides because it's already done in the maltrail.org. First of all, you need to go to the settings and you need to find an Einstein Activity Capture part and choose what type of connection you plan to use. You also should choose your type of authorization. In our case, this is in a user level of, and also you should choose which way data should be synced from Gmail or from Outlook to Salesforce, from Salesforce to Outlook, or to the both ways. In our case, it's a both ways. And because it's a trailhead, I should assign a permission set, as I said before, Einstein Activity Capture to my user. And how it works in our org. Now, as I said, it's already done, but we can look how we change it. So, up, Einstein, Einstein Activity Capture. This is a part of settings, and here we can look that we have a Microsoft Office 365 connected account with user level WAF. We also can reset all settings, but this is time consuming, and also time consuming initial synchronizing. It can up to 24 hours. You should keep it in mind. And about Einstein email insights, we can turn on email insights. It's already turned on, but I don't remember. Looks like it's for default, or maybe not. But in such case, in our activity timeline, Einstein tries to insight for us some important information. How about configuration? Now it's already created also, and basically this is a configuration for only my user. And as I said before, for both directions, for all types of entities like in emails, events, and contacts. And also we have on a field mapping how we exactly map the field uh, between connected account in Salesforce. Nothing unusual because our contacts are very similar type of objects, in my opinion, between um, mail account and Salesforce. A bit different for events. Events a bit complex object, but again, yeah, we all can imagine that events and two calendars are very similar. And what about settings? So general settings, it's turned that our Einstein activity capture is turned, then the data can be used for dashboards, default sharing, like in don't share, share with all, share with groups, uh, setting for sync internal events. A couple of words about it. I plan to talk a bit further, and the same for emails. But as about emails, we do not store emails like in records in Salesforce. We store it only on the level of AWS cloud, and for Salesforce emails, it's entities only for activity timeline. Uh, what exactly is excluded addresses? This is a list of addresses. Um it can be a domain, or it can be a personal address, and if in our email, if in our um, if it will be email in our if it will be address in our email, if it will be address for our contact, or if attendee with this email address could include it in our task, it means for Salesforce that it should not sync. So this is a way to exclude some data from sync, because as we understand, we don't need a sync everything between Salesforce and Outlook. Um, Next slide is about end user setup. So after we turn on an Einstein Activity Capture on, our users that included in this functionality can see a notification inside Salesforce. It's a bit small, but you can see, I guess, it's Einstein Activity Capture is enabled to start using and connect your Gmail, your email and calendar to Salesforce. This is a link. It's a clickable, and it goes us to the personal setup. Let's look on it inside org. Uh, my settings and connected accounts. It shows me that I connected to the Salesforce. Also, it prompts me uh, to authorize using OAuth, but it's already done. And also in email section, you can look on the our personal settings, like a personal email, excluded addresses, like a sharing setting for personal for particular user. So as I said before, don't share with everyone, or share between groups. And also, if in case of sync, some records cannot be resolved using an Einstein activity, uh, those records appears in my unresolved items part of settings, and you can resolve it manually. So from the perspective of user setup, I guess it's all. Yep. This is screenshots of same information that I showed you before. A couple of words about events. Oh yeah, let's check our calendar in Outlook and in Salesforce. I guess something should change. Uh, yeah, nothing. And let's check it on the Salesforce site. Not sure a reason, but again, it's a really time-consuming process, and in manuals uh, describe it that it can spend a lot of time. Um, this is an problems for live demos. Yesterday it worked perfect and in seconds, but now something goes wrong. Sorry for it. Uh, so about events, what it work how it works behind the hook. Where events moved from connected account, they become a Salesforce records, as I said before, and a couple of limitations. Attachments does not sync. Some text like in a bold or color, like in sometimes something specified for text is also not synced, and for Google account we cannot sync and um, continuous events. Yes, and how it starts to sync. First of all, platform tries to sync an events that planning to conclude uh, uh, as earliest. And about activity timeline, as I said before, our emails this is in the records and our activity timeline, but also for activity through is like in tasks or events. So in activity timeline, we can see not only emails, but also uh, tasks that synced from connected account to Salesforce. And if insights turn it on, and if uh, Einstein found something important, our records on timeline will be highlighted. Let me show it for you. I have a couple of tries before, and looks like some of these tries was highlighted. Like in yes, you can see Einstein activities found an insight in this mail and shows us that this insight is request made. Uh, uh, events or even activity timeline can be used in account, can be used in contact, opportunity, or yeah, and lead, I guess. And as I said before, if you're using a Google Workspace, event series doesn't appear in timeline. And our next part, this is an how contacts sync. So almost same as for events, contacts are records on the connected account and records in the Salesforce. Field mapping are pretty simple and straightforward. Um, you can set up a filter condition to choose what contact should be synced if, to example, you have a couple contacts with the same email and or maybe last and first name. Uh, for syncing, Salesforce create in a folder on the Outlook for sync contacts. Now in your Outlook, it's called the categories. So all contacts that should be synced between Outlook and Salesforce, mark it a Salesforce sync category, and and limit for contact sync is up to 550,000 records per user. About field mapping, I showed you before. And about analytics. For this part, I'm I'm not collecting enough information because I'm only one user and this is not testing stand. Uh, but I try to find the screens in internet, so you can use an activities dashboards with a couple with analytics that was created as Einstein activity. Uh, Einstein Activity Capture as well as manually. So all activities appears in this report. And second, we can also using metrics, activity metrics in our related list and in our flexi pages, like in a last email date, like in a last meeting date, and it also can be very useful for our users to understand how long time they spend to answer or how long our client without our email and so on. Mm, and a couple of words in conclusion. I hope that after this tech talk, you are guests um, realize it what exactly in the couple of minutes set up our Einstein Activity Capture sync from the scratches to the newly created org, and also uh, you can realize what is what it can help your end users in their day by day work. And thank you a lot for your participation. Um, Alexandra, please continue.
Yeah, thank you, Petr. Thank you for showing this magic. I do believe that picture is worth 1,000 words. In our case, that was demo. Guys, feel free to add all the questions that you have in the Q&A section, and we will respond to the questions at the end of the call. And right now, as promised, we are switching to the next part of our tech talk, which will be focused on Salesforce development. Um, so, I'm passing my words to the next speaker, Artyom. The mic is yours. Artyom, you are on mute.
Definitely, as usual. Yeah, thank you, Alexandra. So, hi everyone. Nice to see you on our meetup today. So, and by the way, can you see my screen and can you hear me? Alexandra, could you help me with that?
Yes, we can see and hear you.
Okay, thank you. So, what is our next step for today? So here you can see the connection page to our interactive game, to our Apex quiz. So what you can do is that scan this QR code, or you can just go to site kahoot.it and put this pin code. This is 123, pretty similar code, 123 09 and 01. So you can scan it and enter our game. So please enter your name. So please pay attention that this name will help us to recognize you. So please be honest and use your real name. Thank you. And just a few words about me. Uh, Pay attention that here you can also scan information for connection. So my name is Artyom. I've been working for EPAM around 5 years. So my position at the company is a team leader. So currently, I have a team of Salesforce developers, and we are making some custom solution for our customer. So also my, I guess, primary clouds is Sales Service and a bit Experience Cloud. So yeah, I believe that pretty enough about me. Let's move on. And let me switch to our interactive, to our quiz. Okay, so we have some audience here. Perfect. So we have Alex, Roman, P, Irina, Mitya, I guess. Okay, nice. Oleg and okay. This is pretty interesting, Nick. Okay, so I believe that we can start. So let me click start button and okay, we have one more attendee here. And one more, okay, got it. Let's give just 1 minute to join. Okay, then by the way, a few words about quiz. We will have 10 questions today. All day will be related to Apex, and some topics which will be covered. It's definitely Salesforce limits. It's definitely something related to DML statements, and definitely you will see the actual code. And sometimes questions will not be related to the actual coding, but to pick some correct answer from the provided one. So this is our rules for today. And yep, please don't forget that at the end you should just leave some information about you, and our support team will connect you and send you your prize. Okay, good. Yeah, then let's start. That's all about our rules. Here is our name, Apex Quiz Spring 23. And 3, 2, 1, here is the first question. Which annotation Apex doesn't support? So here we have only 4 options. Is that override, JSON access, deprecated, or suppress warnings? Please select the answer. I would like to just highlight your attention that doesn't support. And just a few seconds left. And here we have our results. And yeah, basically the correct answer here is override, just because we don't have this annotation at Apex. I've just took it from Java. So yeah, let's check our scoreboard. Thank you for your answers here. Okay, and looks like that Alex B is on the top of our scoreboard. So great result, guys. Let's move on. And this is our next question. Which keyword Apex doesn't support? So the previous question was about annotation, and the current one is about keyword, and 4 options as well. Again, doesn't support. Is that a super, transient, instance of, or synchronized? And yep. Okay, so as you see, here we have the correct answer is synchronized. Yeah, this is exactly true because we don't have this keyword at Apex. Super, transient, and instance of we can use. By the way, after this meetup, you'll get the list with links, and I believe that these links will contain some documentation which you can check and prove this knowledge. And now let's check our scoreboard. Okay, we have a new leaders here. Good job, guys. Let's go next. Question number 3. Which method should be used to convert a date to a string in the current user's locale? So as you see here, we have two methods from string class and two methods from date class. Please pick the right one. And the only 3 seconds left. Okay, thank you for your answers. And yep, here the correct answer is date.format. So basically this question is mostly about your, I guess, experience. Okay, let's check our leaderboard. Okay, there is no much changes here. Great job, guys. Keep moving forward. I believe that we have a one not strong leader, but yeah, that this is our temporary results. Let's move on. Question number 4. Which statement is true regarding save points? So save points are not limited by DML statement governor limits, or maybe reference to save points can cross trigger invocations, or maybe you can roll back to any save point variable crossed in any order, or maybe static variables are not reverted during a rollback. And here is the right question, that static variables are not reverted during rollback. So regarding the all other statements, all they are false. Definitely we have some limits regarding save points, so we should treat it definitely. And then also we cannot we can use these save points across different triggers just because this is a different transactions. And also we should consider our order as well. That's definitely what we should do. Okay, thank you very much. Let's check our scoreboard. Wow, we have a new leader. This is Alex. Alex, nice job. So, and let's move on to next question. Question number 5. Which of the following annotations is the right way to invoke a single Apex method? So yeah, this question again about annotations. The only 4 options: invocable method, invocable action, invocable class, or invocable Apex. Please choose only one correct one. And here you can see the right answer. Definitely it's invocable method. The all other I've just took from my head. It's incorrect answers. Let's check our scoreboard. Wow, we have new leader, Elrina. Okay. Good job. Let's switch to the next question. This is question number 6. How many DML statements will be used during the transaction? So let me just give you a chance to check this code in silence and pick the right answer. And here you have 30 seconds left. Thank you for your answers. And yep, the correct answer here is 1. So the other statements and other records just was added here to misunderstood you, just because we have the only correct answer here. This is the one, because Apex don't use additional DML statement during the provided code. Okay, thank you for your answers. So what is with our scoreboard? Okay, Erlen among the leaders. Great. Let's move on. Question number 7. Using which test class method it's possible to populate data in test methods? Is that a create data? Is that a get data, load data, or deserialize data? 8 seconds left. 3 and 2 and 1. Yep, and here we have the correct answer. This is test.load data. Definitely, I'm not sure that you had the chance to use this method, but this is the correct one, which you can use to load your data right from your resources uploaded to Salesforce. Thank you for your answers. And here we have definitely one, I guess, even champion. It's Alarna with almost 3,500 points. Thank you very much. So let's move to our question number 8. What is the transaction limit of the recursive trigger death? This is clear limits question. So how many times we can call trigger before we hit limit? 3, 17, 16, or 10? Please pick the correct answer. And the right answer here is 16. I even don't know what should I comment here, just because this is the about our Salesforce limits. So we have this number at documentation. Let's check our scoreboard. And here we have our champion, Erna. Okay, great. Let's move on. And question number 9. What is the transaction limit for the number of SOSL queries? Not SOCL queries, but SOSL queries. Is that the 20 or 2000s, or it just depends on context, synchronous or asynchronous? Please pick the correct answer. Okay, and here the correct answer is 20. I see that the most audience picked the blue one answer. This is 100 of synchronous and 200 async. So basically, this is SOSL queries, and we don't have any different. We have only 20 per transaction. Thank you for your answers. Let's check our scoreboard. Wow, and this is wonderful competition. So let's say, I guess you have the advantage here. Okay, so guys, I would like to some, I don't know, kind of a good luck, because now we will have a last question, and this question will be treated as double points. This question will be related to code, so please pay attention, read carefully, and give the right answer, because I believe that everyone have ability to win this fight. Okay, let's start. Question number 10 with double points. Let me just give you few seconds of silence. Okay, so that question is about external IDs. So if you need to connect your child and parent, what should you do? Please choose the correct assignment in this case. I mean assignment of child-parent relationship. And yeah, here is the correct answer, yellow one. let me a bit explain this option. So as you see here, we have the creation of custom object. First of all, this is our employee, and the second line is our company. And on employee, we should use company to assign company with our postfix to assign some company here. So, and definitely that you can use external ID field and put external ID value inside of this field, and only right after that you can assign it to your relationship field. Okay, guys, thank you very much, and let's check our final scoreboard results. So place number 4, it's LK. The second one is Alona, and the first one, who is that? It's our Matsei, I guess. Okay. Thank you very much, guys. So this is our winners for today. Thank you for the participation at our quiz today. And I would like to ask our winner to put your um, contact information under this video, uh, and our support team will connect you and give you your prize. And thank you very much, guys, for participation in our quiz. And I believe that Alex, I'm passing the word to you. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you, Artsiom, for the quiz. Thank you guys for participation, and my congratulations to Maciej. And now, as it was promised at the beginning, we are switching to the Q&A section. You can leave your questions on the right side of the chat, and we already have a couple of questions. Let me read the first one. Is this feature paid or available for free? I guess this is Einstein Activity Capture.
Yeah, I guess so. I have an answer. As I said before, for instances like in Sales Cloud or Enterprise, we have an up to 100 permission sets, and for performance or unlimited editions, or as a part of license pack, like in Einstein pack, inbox, engagement, revenue, it also included. So this is mostly we can say that it's a free, but with restrictions, as usual for Salesforce. Up to 100 users can using it almost in every org for free. That's all, I guess.
Mhm. Okay, thank you so much. This second question, I will read it and duplicate a bit in the chat. Hello, I have such an issue. Einstein Activity Capture is enabled, but when I try to connect email and calendar to Salesforce with my Office 365, I get the message. But connecting with Google account is okay. Could you give me some tips to fix it? And the message will be duplicated in the chat.
Mhm. So I don't have an direct answer for this question because uh, in my mind now I can imagine a couple of reasons for it. To example, something with IP restrictions, or maybe something on the uh, Office 365 account, or even org restrictions, or a lot of this. After this call, I guess Alexandra provided a personal email. I might work personal email to all participants, and if person who asks this question wish, we can try to figure out what exactly reason of this issue together.
Okay, makes sense. Um, Guys, there was emails in of the speakers will be on the recording, and also we will left in the chat the email of our community. So feel free to add your questions there. And Petr can also explain in some time. Okay. If there are no more questions, um, we may finish for today. Uh, Thank you so much for joining the call and subscribe to our channels and join our upcoming events. We are going to have a ChatGPT and Salesforce interaction event in 2 weeks, and also another event which is dedicated to Salesforce and DevOps. So join the Tech Talks, join our podcasts, read our articles, and follow us in our social networks. Thank you so much, guys. Bye bye.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you, Guy, for your attention. Bye bye.